everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. We're on to the divisional round now, 2 steps away from playing on the biggest stage in sports. It's the Buccaneers going up against the Bears. The snow may be coming down in the Great Lakes region, but we'll send you out to 2 guys who are always cool. That's Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Larry, we thank you. Well, the Windy City has been brought to its knees by this recent snowstorm, but we are still playing football at Soldier Field in Chicago. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Chicago Bears. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Illegal block in the back. Return team. Automatic first down.
First down, he'll drop to throw. And this one complete to Virgil Green. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
That was a nice play by the defense, but the offense can't let that one play define them. Let it go, move on, and start over again.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. And it's 4th down. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It's taken to the 26.
Holding, receiving team.
And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
On the counter, it's Miller. A big pickup there on the run. 36 yards.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side.
And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. 10 yards to go on third. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up fourth down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Encroachment, defense. Still first down.
After the penalty, it's Miller. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. The tackle by Tremaine Johnson. And here's a look at the starting offense. Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2. Again, it's Miller. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They come out here in the I. Here's a give to Miller. And some room to work. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Give them a lot of credit. They ended up running the ball on a key 3rd down situation. They were staring 3 and out in the face and found a way to flip the script and keep the ball moving on offense.
Now Bridgewater. And Gresham has it left side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 20 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be first down Bears. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
First down, Bridgewater. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And a big face mask penalty here, 15 yards.
You never want to get your hands up in the face mask area because your fingers can get tangled up there, and that can hurt you as a player.
Now a handoff to Miller. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
6 yards here to go for the offense on second down.
Let's go.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Bridgewater. Flushed out right. And he slings one that's incomplete. The target there was Brandon Myers. And it's second down. And the first carry for the former Clemson Tigers, C.J. Spiller. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
And they've stopped them on the first 2 downs. Obviously, this is an important play coming up here. I think it's more so for the guys on defense because if they stop them here, I think they've set the tone for the entire game, how difficult it's going to be to score on them.
Here's Miller. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And Lamar Miller caps it off with a touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. 1 quarter gone in this NF. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter as they take over here 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. We'll give them 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn them a fresh set of downs.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. The one running back is Gurley. They'll look to throw. And, boy, that one drops incomplete. But if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Third down at 8 now. They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball. And we just saw there that that's difficult to do. But just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on. But the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
Here comes the defensive unit for the Buccaneers as they get set here. And a tough spot here for the defense, kind of already with their backs against the wall.
Just gave up a touchdown on their last possession. Now starting in tough field position. One thought in mind. At worst, give up a field goal. That's the goal for them right now. No more than 3 points given up. If that happens, they'll feel really good running to the side.
I would think the defensive coordinator would feel pretty good, too.
Oh, he'd be ecstatic about that. Of course, he'll say, give up none, but 3 is really the realistic goal.
And we'll see if they can hold him.
Holding offense.
So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and... Figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
Miller, the lone setback. Bridgewater to throw it. And Jones has it over the middle. That puts a good dent into their first down setback. It's a pickup of 16. And there, the man coverage not good enough, partner, and they're able to complete the pass.
Excellent recognition of the man coverage, and they found the guy who could win downfield.
Lamar Miller. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
So often you hear defensive coaches talk about we need all 11 on every play in order to be a good run-stopping unit. And sometimes it starts to sound a little cliche. But did you see the free safety on that play? Knifing through and running down the ball carrier. A huge play. And when you have a free safety who can run like that, you've got to turn him loose.
Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. And he'll try and throw here on the fake. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. Oftentimes with these gadget plays, these fakes, we focus on the offense and say, hey, they practiced this week. But the defenses practice these situations too.
And just look at it this way. The 2 owners sitting up in their boxes, one is saying, boy, is my team well prepared, and the other one's like, I got to talk to my coaches. What were they thinking?
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they held them to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at them. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Thomas, the lone receiver, left. They're going to look to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Back to throw now on first down. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Back to throw here. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Second down now after the incompletion. Thomas, the lone receiver, left. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And it's caught over the middle by the tight end, Green. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. First down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result.
Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And Suckup will put this one right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Certainly their offense has sputtered here a little bit in the first half as they finally do get on the board, but they only have 3.
Well, at least it eases the frustration a bit, doesn't it? To be able to get some points on the board, feel a little bit better about themselves as they go into the locker room and try and regroup.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field, and we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead, not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Miller, the lone setback. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And Gresham's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And now a first down following that long gain. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. He's going to take it, and that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Julio Jones, 27 yards, and the Bears will extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Offside. Defense.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now a play fake here on first down. Finding time. Great protection. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
So 2nd and 10 here. And they're going to go soft on the corners. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They go play action here on first down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And it'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Miller. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Cuts it out to the sideline. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. That one goes for 36 yards.
I know the game continues to evolve, and we have a lot of exotic stuff nowadays. I can't help it. I love a good old-fashioned draw play.
Who's typically fooled on defense on a play like that, a successal draw play?
Typically, it's the defensive line that's fooled because they're just pinning their ears back and going after the quarterback. And once they create some space and you get past them, you usually have a long way to go.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, they're certainly running the ball pretty well on this drive, and all I remember as a secondary guy was if you're making a lot of tackles in a game, that's usually not good for your defense. You've got to figure out how to keep things in front of you because you know there's 3 levels: defensive line, linebackers, and into the secondary. And if the 3rd level's leading your team in tackles, it's a general...
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Leonard Williams in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Tough spot for the offense. 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And that is no good. He pulled it just a wee bit wide left. And this score will stay right where it is. And there is nothing easy about being a kicker on a day like this.
Yeah, I tell you, not only is the footing tough in the snow, but kicking that ball is like kicking a rock. Very difficult to get any sort of feel on your kicks.
A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
Three yards remaining here on second down. Again, they run with Gurley. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
Thomas, the lone receiver, left. Back to throw here. And incomplete. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. The gun. They'll look to throw. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. A gain of 11 and a first down. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
Back to the ground game here. Gurley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And Green with a catch left side. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. On first down, it's Gurley. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So a little jumpy there defensively. Ref caught him in the neutral zone. 5-yard penalty. The penalty, it's Gurley. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And able to find Green. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
Well, they were in the red zone, and they needed a first down. Was it a surprise to you that they went to the tight end?
Not at all. I thought, though, the defense might put a little more pressure on him, but still able to complete it. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They come out here in the I. 1st and goal here from the 2. Now it's Gurley. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Todd Gurley punching it in from a yard away. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
They'll look to throw. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points that gets them back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot.
Lamar Miller. Touchdown, Chicago. Lamar Miller, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the numbers. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Extra point now by Boswell. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
They'll set up to throw. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's third down. Seven yards remain now on third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Surveying the field. And he took the contact as he was throwing it. And the ball drops incomplete. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Taking it about the 16. A strong running. A nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Miller, the lone setback. A second down throw for Bridgewater. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, two-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. And now the Buccaneers offense gets set to head back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And now the offense operates in the red zone. Thomas, the lone receiver, left. They'll drop to throw. It's caught. This is Burbridge. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Third down now following the completed pass. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
They were stopped on that play. We've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to them the rest of the game.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Suckup will put this one right through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. All right, so you needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal then maybe not exactly what they wanted, but it's a necessary first step.
Still plenty of time remaining, but you could really use a stop defensively after the kickoff, preferably a 3-and-out.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. They'll run with Miller. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Bridgewater now on second down. Deep drop. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Third and long for Bridgewater. Looking deep downfield. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
And taken right at the 35. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Here we go now.
They'll look to throw. He's got time in the pocket. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. He's dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line.
And that's why defense coordinators always preach 11 guys to the ball. Because sometimes you have a missed tackle, but if you have a swarm of guys around, less room for them to roam even after the first missed tackle. In this case, tackle was missed, plenty of open field to get after that.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. throwing here, Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
So how about that one, Charles? We haven't seen that in a while. The illegal forward pass.
The quarterbacks get so much leeway on this play that you're right, Brandon. It is very rare that we see the call come out for a legal forward pass.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Bridgewater backing up, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a two-score game. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And a cut to the sideline. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs.
I remember being taught that cliches have become so for a reason. A lot of times they're true, right? What's that they used to tell us about letting sleeping dogs lie? But this one wasn't sleeping, maybe just slumbering a little bit. But taking that gamble there, you've got the lead. You may have ignited them now. They stopped you.
That's exactly right. If you take the points here, you don't shift momentum necessarily on that play. You probably just did. He's got time. Dumps it off to Gurley. And Gurley fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. They'll put two receivers left, two to the right. Back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they got 29 yards there. And it'll give the Bucs a first down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. And now the spike comes with 28 seconds left on the clock. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
He'll look to throw. Catch here, left side, Thomas. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. And they're going to speed things up here. He's back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end.